Good morning. It's Tuesday. This morning I wanted to share something with you that has literally been quite revolutionary for me and various other people that I work with and live with, i.e. my husband, over the last few weeks. And that is this thing called the 16 personalities test. Now, it's based on Myers-Briggs, and those of you who have worked in HR or done recruitment, etc., will know about Myers-Briggs, because it's a way of analysing people's personalities, and there's no right or wrong with this stuff. There's absolutely no right or wrong, but it is really interesting when you find out what you are, because then you can leverage your strengths. Now, so there's a test called the 16 personalities test. It's free, and it takes about 12 minutes, and it's really, really, really interesting, and it's incredibly powerful. So the first time I did this was about a year ago, and my results came out as I was a campaigner. And then I did it about 2 weeks ago again, and exactly the same thing. My colleague Georgina, who's my co-founder in the business, in the Goddess Formula, she did it, and really interestingly, she's come out as a commander. And what that means is, when I answer a question and I've got an answer that's 70%, Georgina is literally the opposite of me. So she answers it, and her answer would be at 30%. So we're really excited about that, because that theoretically means that we're literally the direct opposite of each other. So hopefully we'll work ongoing, very complementary with each other. Morning, Sophie. You should definitely do this quiz, Sophie. It's really, really interesting. It's called 16 Personalities, and it will answer a lot of ongoing questions. So I did it again at the weekend with my husband, and really interestingly, we are both the same personality. So we both came out as campaigners, but with slightly different tweaks to that. And that might explain why we spend a lot of time banging our heads against each other, because we're both coming from the same place, as it were, as opposed to being like opposites attract. Anyway, so the different personalities that you potentially could be are the analysts, which are architects, logicians, commanders, or debaters; diplomats, who are advocates, mediators, protagonists, or campaigners. That's me. Sentinels, those are logisticians, defenders, executives, and consuls. Explorers, and they are virtuosos, adventurers, entrepreneurs, and entertainers. Now, the thing is, it is quite profound when you do this, because when you understand why, or that you are as you are, and what was interesting for me was doing it last year and then doing it again this year and coming out exactly the same. It's not just what you feel like on the day, it's what you are at your core. And and I look back over my life and I think, yeah, that explains a lot. My behavior over the years, when I've sort of thought, why do I feel so passionately drawn towards doing X, Y, or Z? It's because it's my personality. And the same might be said for someone else and their behavior. So I can't recommend this thing enough. It's called 16 Personalities. I'll put the link in the comments underneath. But it's basically really, really interesting. Do it on yourself. Find out. You probably know this stuff anyway, but it's just really interesting to have it written down in front of you. I mean, I read some of the things that came out about me to my mother at the weekend, and she and my husband, and they were both like, oh my God, it is scarily accurate. But if you're building a team in your business, or you're thinking about getting married to someone, for example, it's probably a good idea to understand their personality. And as I said, there's no right or wrong in this. No one's saying this personality is good or this personality is bad. It's not. The world needs everybody in it. Well, almost everybody, to work effectively. So yeah, anyway, I've gone on a bit, but that's because I found it really interesting. So do look at it. It's called the 16 Personalities Quiz. It's free and it's groundbreakingly fascinating. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.